how to solve family business problems. More than 64% of the business owners in this group are family-run businesses. And the main problem in these businesses is that the boundaries of family and work relationships are not clear, and there are many conflicts of interest. Is there a principled solution to this problem? That's what they asked. That was the question, and now let me give you my alarming answer. Let me just say this. I understand this tendency. When you start a business and are in need of help, particularly when you need to hire on short notice, or you need to get that extra pair of competent hands to help you out quickly, turning to family members can seem like a great option. After all, what is family for if not to lean on? So the thought is, turning to family is A, faster. There's no interviewing or background checks that are needed. B, it's more comfortable. You don't have to write the job posting and you don't have to interview a bunch of people. And C, it gives you more certainty. You already know that they're hardworking and that they're a good person. And then D, it's just easier. There's no getting to know and there's less training that is needed. So I just want to say up front, I understand all the perceived advantages, but I'm just going to tell it to you straight. You're hiring family because it's just being lazy. Your odds of failure when you hire family jump significantly. And it's not just a failure in business, but now the failure at home and in your personal life. I know the majority of your country's small businesses are these family businesses, and I'm only giving you my opinion on this because today that is what you are asking for. So that is what I am giving you. My experienced advice from 30 plus years in business, observing and reporting on tens of thousands of businesses, and my directly consulting with thousands of business owners. And it is not just my opinion. According to the Department of Labor, there's already a 2/3 failure rate among small businesses. Now add on top of that there's a 70% failure rate in family businesses due to specifically the relationship issues with family members. And this is according to a comprehensive Harvard Business Review study. So yes, I know that there are certainly exceptions to the rule, and some people and some families figure this out. But remember that those are exceptions, as in still very, very bad probability of success. And if you ask any veteran and any experienced business leader or investor or venture capitalists if you should get in business with or hire family members, I guarantee you 9 out of 10 will give you a, oh, hell no on that. If they've been around long enough, they have seen the horrors of what happens. And look, listen, I had to learn this myself the hard way more than once. I just only wish somebody had the courage to strongly advise me on this much sooner in my entrepreneurial journey. It would have saved me millions of dollars and many relationships. You see, when I was 20 years old, I invested $100,000 into my dad's real estate business. And then we started working together in the business. Now you have to understand, my dad was my best friend. My dad was the most important person in my life up to that time. Our business relationship ended with us nearly in a fist fight in his kitchen and me having to leave and start a rival competitive company. And the two of us didn't even speak with each other for over 6 months, over several holidays and birthdays, which I have to tell you broke my heart. Now, we finally repaired our personal relationship, but we never did business together again. And when I started my current company, Darren Hardy LLC, my wife was involved in setting up all of our events and managing all of our finances. She is an interior designer, so she has great design and great hosting talents. And she was somebody that I could trust with our finances. Beyond the other issues that I will get to here in a second, one of the worst outcomes of that is it severely damaged our personal relationship. Here's why. It created what I call relationship blur. So instead of her just being my wife and my lover, She was now my employee. She was my event coordinator, my contracts manager, my logistics manager, my travel agent, my CFO, etc. And because she was all of those things now, she was no longer able to be my wife and lover. All her roles now just blended together. And all those roles bled into all of our conversations and into every area of our life. Because if there was any hard conversations or unmet expectations or difficult decisions or disagreements that went on during the day in any of those roles, it most certainly carried over to the dinner table, or it was taken to bed, or it was there waiting for us with our morning coffee. It occupied our date nights, it occupied the weekends, it occupied our vacations. So even if you try to restrict conversations about work during personal time, the emotion, the psychological impact of those interactions carry over, like it or not. Family is family. We've been told and we learned all our life that family is family and you'll do anything for family. Family is to be loved unconditionally, which means family brings with it a deep sense of entitlement. Operating a successful business, a successful high-performing team requires conditions. You see, performance is required. No entitlements can be given. All rewards are earned on results. And as the leader, you have to set high expectations. You have to deliver excellence for your clients. No drama, no excuses, no justifications. It requires extreme accountability. And you do not have the leverage, the psychological positioning, or even the credibility to lead your brother-in-law or your cousin or your mother like that. And family members bring an entire history of psychological baggage to the equation. Rivalry, jealousy, hurt feelings, wounds, and issues of fairness based on a history of events. You probably didn't even know that your brother is still upset that your parents didn't attend every one of his baseball games like they did yours. You didn't know that until you started bickering about unrelated work issues. You see, it's not a matter if you're going to run into problems working with family. It's only how bad the troubles will be and how much it will corrupt your business culture and how much it will dismantle the harmony in your family and how horrifying the overall fallout will be. When you have to fire your nephew for insubordination or incompetence or lack of performance or poor attitude with clients or other team members, now the entire family feels like they're empowered to cast their opinion, to take sides, and to throw stones at the enemy. Who's the enemy? You. You will always be the enemy. You have little chance at ever being the hero, even if you are at the beginning, because you gave a family member a job. You gave them a chance. For a moment, you're a hero. But in the end, your chances of ending up the evil villain are overwhelming, as in nearly 100%. When these troubles happen at work, lines are drawn in the family and sides are chosen. The family is now divided because of the work relationship between you and your family. Now the business comes to all the family functions, and the business relationship issues become the topics of conversations and gossip at the birthday parties, at the barbecues, at the reunions, and at the weddings. If you want a complete picture of how a family-run business turns into drama, backstabbing, and bloodshed, watch the Godfather series. That is a very real dramatization of how mixing family and business corrupts absolutely. And let me add this to the list of horrors of what could go wrong mixing the dynamics and dysfunctions of family into your business culture. Even if it all goes well, which has very little chance of doing so, you will be ruining all your other employees. Because employing family members will inspire hard feelings amongst the others. There will be a perceived nepotism. You've brought on your sibling or your cousin, and your team is well aware of it. Most days, it might not be a big deal, but it will be when your family member starts getting recognized for their work, and things can quickly escalate to the point where others resent your family member for them taking advantage of their relationship with you. They're not going to say it to your face, but there will be people who believe that the sole reason for your relative's success is simply because they're related to you. Even if it's not true, that will be the default thinking tendency. And that alone can be corrosive to a company culture. And finally, your family member might not be the best qualified. Sure, at the beginning when you just need anyone who's willing and can fog a mirror, but soon you're going to need real expertise and real veteran skills to take your business to the next level. And you need the freedom and flexibility to evolve your team. The only way for your business to scale is by surrounding yourself with specialists in their respective field. You must have those who are qualified enough to help you move forward. If you have family members embedded into your organizational chart, this is going to pose a serious problem for you. And not just professionally and in your business, but personally. Hey, I get it. You can disagree with me. You can ignore all of what I just said and instead say to yourself, yeah, but my situation is different. Yeah, but my family is different. And you can go on and do what you're going to do anyway. Certainly that is your choice. You are free to do as you wish. I am just giving you my experience and being as straight and as candid with you as I can be. I just only wish somebody had been this candid and straight with me before I made this mistake.